new generation of wealth builders.
Again, I'm here trying to explain to you guys like how I'm protecting my psychology, how I'm growing my money, and even if I'm losing money, like as much as possible, it's just contained lang siya, hindi siya yung parang sabog-sabog lahat, no? Everything's just in one place and then pag nabasag, wala. Basag yung psych mo eh. Ako, guys, to be honest, sobrang basag ng psych ko I think yung last na MMU natin, I think I mentioned it to you guys na kahit na may sakit ako or kahit na lugi na malaki, I'm still showing up for you guys. Because that's how it is. If you want to be successful in this field, you gotta be staying committed. And you have to make sure that you're building the right habits, you're building the right foundations for you to become a successful trader/investor. And so anybody here who has already have the copy of Jai's Notion? Meron ba guys? Ayan, si Dan, okay din ba yung BitGet? Dan, okay din sa BitGet. Meron sila dong mga promos na doon, especially if you're a VIP. If not VIP, I think meron din doon. Pero ayun, check mo lang sa mga available na mga exchanges natin. From what I understand or what I know, si Binance meron ding maganda pero USDC lang. I think between 5 to 10% yung yields niya. Ang pinakamaganda talaga is yung tayo OKXPay kasi binibigyan tayo ng 10% na APR. Tapos lock, pero lock ka lang. I mean, lock lang siya to 10k USDG. You can't go over. Anything over is just 5%. But within 10k USDG, then you get the 10% na juicy yield. It's pretty good. I would say kung gusto mo ng something safe, dun pwede. Ayan. Uy, yan, okay. Can you check, Dan, kung magkano yung limit ng 8% na yan at saka yung USDT? Kung how much yung pwede mong i-maximum na ilagay? Kasi there are limits eh. For example, here sa DeFi Tuna, ito gumagalaw to eh. It's not like fixed. I think last month, umabot na ng mga 5%. The previous month, the month before that, umabot ng mga 3% eh. Kasi siguro ang daming na-wipe out, di ba? But since nag-pick up yung market, ayan, umaakit na tayo sa 7%. There are better yield-bearing platforms out there, like sa Base. Alam ko, meron silang 10% din to 11% eh. Although ako kasi, I'm fine with Solana. Solana network talaga ako. Kasi easy to take out, and gusto ko yung Solana. For some reason, mas comfortable ako sa risk ko in Solana. Ayan. Blitz, any insight and market effect ng current actions ng government into crypto? Blitz, which country are you referring to? Is this Philippines? Is this yung 2028 na tax natin? Yun ba yun? Ayan, Dan. So, ayun. 8% USDC 500 limit and then 10% USDT 300 limit. Ayan, so medyo maliit lang. For me, maliit to na amount. Pero if that's okay sa'yo yung ganyan, it's a pretty good amount. Yung 8% at saka 10.3% for these things. So, convert lang. Tapos, lagay mo lang dyan, di ba? That's a pretty good passive pa rin. 8 at saka 10%. That's better than putting it into the banks. Blitz for PH, yes. Hindi ko pa siya masyadong mabigyan ng comment. One is because we don't have a good regulatory body. Most of the time, puro tayo salita when it comes to these laws, kung kailan napapasa or what. So, we'll see first if 2028 magkakaroon ba tayo ng significant changes regarding crypto. Although I do expect that we are going to have that surge of crypto adoption within the government or within our community or within the Philippines itself. So handa na lang tayo. By that time siguro meron naman tayong mga crypto accountants na lilitaw dyan and people who are into crypto tax laws that can help us pag dumating yung time. So for now, huwag muna tayong umroblema kasi 2028 pa naman siya eh. A lot can happen in between. So yan. Ayan. So guys, again, Just explaining na put your money in different platforms because you don't know kung baka mamaya may or what. Like, I think start of the year or nung salubong ng taon, I had a really bad dream. Sorry, very segue lang. And then it was about me getting hacked and then merong malware bytes. Basta yun, pagkatapos ko na naginip, nilagay ko malware bytes. And then I checked my internet, my computer, chinek ko kung naka-on ba yung defender ko. So okay naman, naka-on naman siya. But I usually would just take this as a warning. Like, it's either, okay, God, are you warning me about something? If it's not for me, at least I'm telling you guys right now that you're listening, no? Please protect yourself from scams because marami na tayong mga tao or mga citizens or even explorers na, as in, bago pa lang talaga when it comes to Discord, when it comes to Telegram, itong mga messaging apps, but they still get scammed. So please double check, triple check, whoever it is that you're talking to. Like, if you're talking to me in Discord, make sure that you're talking to me. Like, look at the profile, look at the date joined. If it involves transactions like money, heavy money, make sure that you call them. Make sure that you verify all the time, right? Even if it's not me, even if it's a different, let's say, transaction that you have out there, whether it's interacting with your phone, whether it's interacting with your laptop, connecting to Wi-Fi and stuff like that, please, basic protection lang. You have to learn how to protect yourself because scammers, hackers, and all these other malicious people are getting really creative in stealing your money. And so even with how I handle money, iba't ibang platform pa rin talaga. So risk management, part lang ng risk management. These are the things that I've learned the hard way. Like the last last cycle, the last bull market, grabe, crazy yung mga modus. Alam mo yung parang ikaw pa yung willing na mamigay ng pera tapos na-scam ka na, hindi na bumalik yung pera nyo. I'm not sure kung meron naka-experience sa inyo ng ganun. But that was one of yung mga uso ng mga scams before. Send this amount to this wallet and then it's gonna double. Yan yung pinakamalala siguro na, well, hindi ko naman na napasukan pero naalala ko one of our community members or guild leaders before, sabi niya, boss, nasubukan niyo na bang dito? Nag-iipon ako kasi one time ka lang pwede mag-send tapos i-double niya agad. So parang I'm not sure kung nakita niya yata na Elon Musk or something. Tapos, alam niyo yung mga vids na ganun. Elon Musk on YouTube, tapos may nakalagay na contract address, send money here, and then ida-double instantly. Look, ito yung nakita ko. Kasi deep fake lang pala yun ng mga videos. Or yung mga kinuha lang talaga ng mga vids, ganun. Akala niyo kung sino yun, di ba? So kung nakita niyo yun, ayan. Kung nakita niyo yun, rare animal kayo kasi you were able to witness yung mga ganitong klaseng scams. So, again, guys, please protect yourself from these things. Okay, so if you also are looking into, let's say, short-term trades and you're very bullish, you can also, like, if you want to park your Solana that's 6.48 or put it into yung mga LSTs, meron kasi dyan Ethereum LSTs, Solana LSTs. Depende kung ano yung token na tinitingnan nyo. Make sure that you also try lending. So guys, my recommendation is learn how to stake your crypto, learn how to LP your crypto, learn how to lend out your crypto. So always think that crypto is kind of like an asset or like a real estate, right? Digital real estate. That if you're not lending it out, it's just there, sayang, right? So, sino dito nasa tatlong, you're doing all three? If you're doing all three, just type 3. If you're doing 2, type 2. If you're doing only 1, type 1. Tapos, sabihin nyo kung ano yun. Kung 1, sabihin nyo kung ano. Kung 2, type 2. And then kung ano yung mga sinusubukan ninyo. So, if 3, ayan. Si Menchi, mukhang wala pa. Classic trading pa yung ginagawa mo ba, Menchi? Ayan. So, si Joshua, futures din. Alright. LP Grid Bots, good. Blitz, very good. Dan, very good. Nakastake kay Jupe, DeFi 2 na itong si Dan. Still learning, sige. So guys, you guys these things kasi these are the things that I wish I knew before. Futures, they're great, but hindi naman laging kumikita tayo sa futures, di ba? May mga times talaga sunog tayo eh. So, during the months na sunog tayo, what will make you ease some of that psychological pressure is if you have like different sources where you're getting your money from. I remember last month I was reviewing my performance. Sabi ko, sinauli ko yung trading gains ko dun sa OKX Yung naging okay lang na yung nakalabas ako ng buhay was BitGet. And then I closed the copy trade as well for that one. But the OKX, sobrang tinamaan yung performance ko dun. Sabi ko like, I feel so terrible about it. Not just because, you know, like, alam mo yung parang gusto mo pang habulin na at this December man lang makabawi pero hindi ako nakabawi. So I felt really bad. And then until I checked out the other stuff where I put my money. So I remembered that I have earned that's here. So isipin niyo parang mga 2 or 3 months na ba tayo na nakalagay dito. So almost $1,000 na nandito, no? Na interest. And then Jupiter as well, almost 1,000 na rin, 700, 250 na lang. And we have another 1,000 here. So isipin nyo guys, Jupiter, Lend, and then here with LPs. When I did the update, almost 2,000 USD yung kinita natin na yields for at least a month. So isipin nyo guys, these are the passive ones that still generated me something despite losing in my futures account. So, you know, the psychological burden na naramdaman ko these things I'm teaching you guys para at least ma-alleviate yung pressure na yan pag naramdaman nyo na siya. Alright? So, work towards creating different sources of income or passive yields. So, ayan, buti naman yung sa mga hindi pa, okay lang. See what works for you. I encourage everybody, try everything. And then kung ano yung mga hiyang sa inyo, then go and do that. Especially with, you know, this market condition. We're currently in a bear market. So again, guys, 100 MA, we're still above that. Prices are still below the 100 MA. Bearish market. Although I do believe that we're going to be having a correction going up. That's for Bitcoin. So balik tayo sa Bitcoin. Sorry, sobrang napahaba yung naging intro natin, no? I'm just gonna go to the core tokens for now. So that's for Bitcoin. Solana, which is yung isang hinihintay kong bumagsak. This one, siguro yung pinakamataas na tinitingnan ko sa kanya is 186. If not, even if it just goes here in the middle, 170, 160 area, I'm actually very happy na if ever pupunta yung prices dito. So to me, I think we will see that if ever magkakaroon ng correction going up. Short-term moving averages are already below prices, which means that there's already that bullish case on short term. Yung long term lang talaga yung hinihintay natin. RSI also has broken out, so may divergence na tayo. This is already a buy and dips market. So that's Sol, that's BTC, BNB next. BNB, I don't think the upside here is that big. Unless magle-leverage trading ka, baka mas maganda. Pero for BNB, I think this is kind of like the upper end where I'm looking na pwede pumunta yung price, 1,080. Pwedeng siguro mauntog lang muna dito. Again, the first line of defense ng resistance or ng mga sellers will be 100 MA, and then afterwards yung mga ano natin, Darvas areas, which is a little over 1,000. So 1,022 and 1,022. somewhere around this area. So that this level. Yan. And then so BNB Sol, we have Hype. So Hype is one of my heaviest bags at the moment, because it's the only thing that's lagging sa iba't ibang what do you call this? Sa iba't ibang tokens. So January 1st, ayan o, bumagsak siya. But also because if we look at the weekly chart, you can see here that we already have these two bullish candles over here na magkasama. So twinning na siya. Konti na lang. Hopefully, we will see by the end of the week a long green candle on the weekly. My target is somewhere here above the 30 levels. So dito 30.9. That's kind of like the initial target. My ideal target would be the 40, but I think mataas na to eh. Siguro kahit dito masaya na ako sa 35, 34. Dito malapit sa 100 MA at the moment. So that's gonna be like, to me, the key levels to watch for Hype. So Ethereum as well. Let me just check that for you. Ethereum naman, 100 MA, that's the 3,400 area. And then this area over here, the 4,000 levels. This is what I think yung possible na high niya. Although, seeing na ito yung pinakamahina talaga since, the run of the alt season, then probably, even if it just goes to 3,700, I'd be very happy if ever pupunta na to si Ethereum dito. So again, I have all of these that I mentioned. I also have itong mga iba't ibang tokens na nandito, but not as big of a volume as the core tokens that I have. Volume, or most of what I have, is in LPs. Meron din ako sa mga trading positions ko, but I'm just taking it easy. I'm not like wildly going heavy into different tokens. Naka-manage pa rin yung position sizing natin. So that's mostly for the core tokens. I think if I have an alpha for you guys, it's gonna be Uni and also Dash, because gumalaw na sila last month and it has just been consolidating at the moment. So this to me is really a good sign that there's this further consolidation happening. We have our short-term moving averages below, and we have our 100 MA here. So basically, we are seeing that compression happening. Kulang na lang yung breakout. RSI, we obviously have the level 59 or 60 area before we see this trending. But to me, seeing consolidations like this make me very happy, because at least you know what to expect. You know exactly where to put your stop loss and where you can put your buys while you wait for things to improve. Hopefully, no. So it's a waiting game that's also low risk. I have also dashed for you guys. It's the same as Uni. That is consolidating as well. So ito lang siya at the moment. Consolidate lang very tightly dito sa range na to. 100, itong short-term moving averages nasa baba na rin. So just waiting for things to close above this area, 44.5. That's kind of like our go signal. Let me just add BATAS here. So, not sure kung alam nyo to. But this one, si Brave Browser. Ito yata yung token nila, I'm not sure. Yeah, BAT. Is it Brave? I'm not sure eh. Parang Brave nga yung naalala ko. But this one has been consolidating, and then as of today, it had an intraday breakout. Although, hindi natin alam, baka mamaya nagpatuloy ba or what. Or baka mamaya dahil lang yan sa trigger buy ko dito. But right now, this is a pretty good consolidation break, if ever. And ideally, we'd like to see it close above this area, which is 0.22 or 0.23 na lang sabihin natin. Pag nagsara yan dyan, malaking possibility na we will see a breakout from here. And guys, meme coins have been going crazy, which means that community is back or market makers are back. Ayan, so kita nyo, may ganitong klaseng galawan. I do not advise that you would chase ganitong klaseng price action. I would advise prudence because usually pag mga ganitong klaseng rallies, meron talagang correction and then afterwards, magkakaroon ng secondary rally. So useless, we have Doge, we have Bonk, ayan, si Pepe Coin as well. Not sure nandito ba si Pepe Coin. And ito, nandito. So as you can see guys, these tokens, they have been rallying really strong. Grabe, crazy. Isipin nyo, kung naka-leverage kayo dito, nahuli nyo itong breakout na to. Pretty good. Hindi ako nakapag-position unfortunately, but these are pretty wild swings. And maganda to pang, it's either it's really good for LPs or it's good for grid bots, if you know how to do grid bots. What else? I think we have Radium. Although ito mataas na yung inakyat niya eh. But guys, I think best way talaga is wait for some level of correction to happen. It's already happening now. Ideally, mas mababa pa or lower pa yung correction. So that we would create that wick. That's the most ideal scenario. And then, lipad. So, ganun yung gusto nating mangyari guys. Hindi yung tuloy-tuloy tayo kasi mas nakakakaba yun eh. Mas hindi kasi sustainable. If you know Lighter, this one as well, kaka-breakout niya lang. This was the recent body. And then we have a body break and also a wick break over here. So this would be an interesting area or token to watch, especially if it recently bought this one pero nakaset ako ng cut dito eh. So ayun lang yung mga yung mga at the moment nasa watch list. I'm looking at gold. Unfortunately, I got stopped out with this candle. I had trend following positions and got stopped out with this candle. Sobrang lala, no? At least naka-exit pa rin ng gain. But unfortunately, yan na. It's still trending very strongly. So, I don't know. Like to me, pag kami mga ganitong klaseng malalang red candles, ideally, I just like to see this consolidate further before making a move going up or either going down. But looking at it, this trend-wise, it's very strong. So, might not be the best token to short at the moment if you're ever considering to short this one. Yan. Buttercup, one spot lang po, boss Z. Minsan futures, basta may temptation. Actually, okay lang naman mag-futures, basta make sure lang na naka-VAR kayo. Meaning, naka-value at risk. Alright? Important yun eh. So, yeah, okay, let's go for BCH. Sige, I'm gonna check out yung mga request nyo. BCH, this one I have as well. Buti nakahuli ako dito eh, with BCH. It's already creating that, this is already a 52-week high, which is a really good parang indication no, na trend is very strong with BCH. Although, looking at the trend for BCH, it has been always choppy and nagkakaroon talaga ng mean reversion or bumabalik siya sa trend dito sa 20 MA. So, extra ingat lang if ever may mga ganitong klaseng spikes. To me, medyo natuto na ako with BCH. I'm selling every time it rallies instead of like buying into the green. I'm trying to control myself every time I see the green for BCH. Kasi like yung na-mention ko before, di ba? Parang ang nangyayari, dati is one green, the next day red. Tapos green, red, green, red. Ang lala. Like this one, no? Ito. So if you want that kind of like price action, probably good for people who love sideways trends. Alright, so that's for Bitcoin Cash. And then we have World Liberty Finance. This one is already a breakout, interesting breakout from RSI 70. It's already trending really strong on the upside. 100 MA and all MAs are below. So this one is a very good speculative token for if you're looking to matagal na consolidation to, and then finally nagkaroon tayo ng breakout here. So definitely keep this in your watch list. And if ever mag-hold yung mga dips nito, then this could be a really good trade moving forward. Met, sige. For Met is also good. I think if you're looking into RSI as well, that's already a divergence break for Met, meaning we're already proceeding with an uptrend for this one, even if it's just the short-term trends that are here. It could be a good bet. For the targets, I would say just look dun sa mga next na mga anong tawag nito, na mga resistance like 0.35, 39, 50. Yeah, psychological 50. That's for Met. EVA. All right. EVA, I am not sure about this one. Although maganda naman yung RSI niya, maganda din yung trend niya. Pero medyo alanganin eh. Like, I don't know why this happened, pero siguro if you're looking at it from a perspective of is there opportunity here as long as hindi babasag itong 86 cents area mo. Pag hindi na-revisit dito, then you're good. But pag ni-revisit yan, nako, might be better to look for other patterns out there. I have one for short na opportunity, Render. Although very strong siya, but please keep your stops tight lang siguro, 2.3, 2.25. But this one, ito, sobrang tuloy. At some point magko-correct yan. Nandito ako sa ibang tokens. I'm looking at XMR, actually XMR and ZEC. These are the privacy tokens. I got stopped out with XMR or Monero. But this is also one of those tokens that are trending okay-ish. But the 100 itong 20 MA, nasa labas na naman. Ang ayaw ko lang dito kay XMR is that meron siyang habit na lumalabas talaga itong short-term na moving averages. And it goes dito sa gitna ng trend. So imagine if you have this 100 MA and this 20 MA over here, look at the midpoint. Usually dyan pupunta minsan for correction. So maybe pwedeng mag-abang-abang dyan if ever you're looking into XMR. So that's mostly what I have at the moment. The ones that I'm still shorting, gusto kong i-short to kaso ang sakit ng funding fee nito eh. So sana kung kaninang umaga na shinort, then tuloy-tuloy yung bagsak niya, should be fine. Pero wala guys, ang sakit talaga ng funding fee nito. Tingin ko nagsasabay-sabay tayo dito na na nagsa-short, kaya lahat tayo nagbabayad sa mga nakalong. So anyway, that's for Pippin. I'm also shorting, I still have Rave shorts. Got from here na naka-grade bot, so I'm pretty okay with that. I've already taken out my capital. And then si ZEC pala guys, ito. Bantay-bantay din ng konti kasi pag nag-hold itong itong area na to, itong 20 MA, then this is the 19 and 23 MA combination pala. So you might want to check that out in case lang. Pick up. Pero tight stop lang kayo guys kasi baka mamaya mali pala Pero kung tama to, tas biglang tumuloy, nako, goods. I have my short position sa bots ko dito. But just thinking lang na paano ko baka biglang mag-breakout. Baka next leg up ulit to. But for now, tamang check and wait what it's gonna do. Aster, I know some of you have been holding Aster as well. Me, I'm just liquidity providing on Aster. So not really not really heavy on this one. Very small capital allocation for Aster. But I have Aster. And as LPs lang. Alright. Jerome, GP, okay. So, mixed feelings ako kay GP. I still have my bots. Again, these are the ones na nakuha ko from the last cycle. Some of these bots, parang it's medyo mabagal yung ROI niya. I don't recommend buying the bots. I suggest if you're bullish on GP, then better just buy GP if ever. Yung MAs natin all are below prices, which is good. It's a bullish indicator. We also have these candles over here, which is really good as well. And I think the reason for that being si Pump Fund kasi I think has gotten into some legal trouble. And what's happening is market share has been going back to bonk. Kaya din siguro lumipad tong bonk na to. Because people are finally or starting to realize what's happening. USD1 is trying to dominate as well itong meme coin sector, and they're wanting to. I guess it's kind of like the Trump family wanting to dominate into this sector as well. So we'll see, what's gonna happen. World Liberty Finance, Bonk, GP, these are all interconnected. So baka may yung side effect nun pagka gumalaw tong mga to, Bonk, World Liberty Finance, GP will also eventually move as well with it. So, maling GP. Sana yun. Yan. But this is again highly speculative. Ako hindi na ako umaasa. To me, I'm okay na nabawi ko na yung capital ko dito and money printer na lang siya. I am just going to risk manage by not adding into my bags. Kasi meron pa naman akong mga natira sa LPs ko at saka sa mga bots na nabibenta. So most of these, I would say, just following what Bitcoin or what's happening in the markets at the moment. And again, like Bitcoin, please be careful because baka mamaya magkakaroon tayo ng wick sometime this week, or since we're in a resistance area, or pwede to magtuloy-tuloy and then we correct again and then afterwards consolidate before doing 1 to 2 swings up hanggang sa mauntog to dun sa mga ina-expect natin na mga key levels. So my guess is that 107k around this area, dyan tayo mauuntog. So definitely an overshoot above 100k. That's my take. So don't know if it's gonna take like a month or probably 2 or 3. We don't know. Many factors to that. What's important is that we have a plan, whether or not pumunta man yung price dyan or hindi at bumagsak yung price. We need to make sure that we have a plan for such cases. So for those tokens na hindi pa masyad or namumula, that are correcting, the ones that I've said na medyo okay, I guess, pero just set some tight cuts, just add dito sa mga stops na to. So, and then set a tight stop lang, if ever. So that's for Dash. And then we have Uni. So again, mas gusto ko kasi yung yung nagko-consolidate or yung hindi pa nakakapag-catch up, yung mga laggards. Kasi I'm not a fan na sumakay sa mga nahuling trend. Gumagalaw na trend. And so Uni as well is here. And so Uni, yung key areas, Uni, Dash, and also ZEC. These are the tokens na baka pwede. Tight lang na stops. So pwedeng stop 1 is here if ever you're gonna enter now. And then see if these levels will hold. If ever gusto mong hintayin muna na bumagsak or gusto mo muna makakita ng green bago ka pumasok, pwede ganon. And then we have Hype as well. This one is at the moment my heaviest bag for my futures account or trading positions. And I like that it's red on a Monday because that means pwede akong mamili. So, ayun. I'm not sure may may nag-chat ba? Guys, I'm not sure if you have make sure lang na if ever you're trading futures, want to open accounts with us. So the biggest rebate that we're getting right now is from OKX. So it's not as hindi siya ganun karami yung selection niya as opposed to the other tokens or tokens that have, let's say, stocks with it. But if malakas kayo mag-trade ng futures and malaking volume, then I suggest just bring your volume to OKX and then get rebates doon sa mga trades ninyo, because these are like at some point it will matter. And also because we will be having trainings for people who are using our partner links, make sure that you have your anong tawag nito? Your roles. So again, if you've opened up, let's say, a BitGet, a Mexi, an OKX, let's say, account using our affiliate or partner links, so you get those rebates, you need to make sure that when you're in Discord, makuha nyo rin yung roles assigned to these exchanges, because we have our coaches that will be restarting operations, or basically yung mga webinars teaching about, let's say, scalping. Sean is here. He's going to be continuing doing that. I think sa Mexi siya. And then we have, for example, si Madam Rochelle sa PSC, pero iba din kasi yung market eh. But we, just to make sure lang guys na na you're getting something out of your trades, kasi important din yan eh. Here's an example. I'm not sure, are you seeing my screen? Teka, yeah, you guys are seeing my screen. Yeah, today's PNL, wild swings, right? Kanina umaga 330, today 279. Crazy. Okay lang kasi 1 week medyo okay naman siya. Pero still, grabing swing, no? But guys, just so that you can see, especially if you're doing grid bots, make sure that you're getting some sort of rebate every time you trade, every time you do futures or what. Kasi malaki din yan. Isipin nyo, for example, ganito kalaki yung rebates for one trade. Especially kung malakas kayo mag-trade. It will eventually, parang add up. So, good passive. Yeah, for me, I'm, again, naka-hedge ako eh. Both, I have bots, I have also, as you can see here, I have like, wow, crazy, 51 open positions, and then 77 orders. Of course, kasama na dyan yung stops. So you can see most of the ones that I mentioned, like Dash, ito, still accumulating. Naka-buy and spray mode ako, but the heaviest volume na meron ako is with the core tokens like BNB, LTC, Solana. Yeah, so 50 above or 25 above, usually that's for core tokens, or altcoins mga 10K. Pag sobrang basura, 5K, 2.5, ganyan. May spot ba ako? Buttercup, I don't do spot. The spot that I have, technically speaking, is in LPs. So, it's a moving spot. Spot, anong tawag nito? Spot stablecoin, or if it's not yet converted, then naka-crypto. So again, if there was one thing that I knew before, it's to lend or LP my tokens. Never put it in spot lang, kasi sayang. You're not earning any interest, you're not earning rent. And you need to make sure that every time you own crypto, there should be like rent that's always due to you. Whether it's stable or whether it's crypto. And believe me, mas malaki parang kung let's say as opposed to people who, let's say, just leave their money in spot for, let's say, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. Sometimes, if, let's say, you do the same buy and hold strategy but put it into LPs, you might even outperform those people who are just buy and holding, or staking their tokens. Kasi you're earning the yields dun sa pag nagta-trade yung mga tokens na yun. So if you would ask me, like, ano yung ELP ko, and or for people who are just beginners and believe that ano ba? So, okay, may maganda akong gustong i-share sa inyo So, I'll check dito sa Facebook. I recently shared this one. This is coming from wait. Ayan, this is from Reap Buddy. So, gusto ko rin tanungin kayo. I'm not sure if you guys were able to read this post, but if you were to choose one, right, one time 5 million or 50,000 lifetime passive income per month, what would you choose? Can you type it sa chat? And I'd like to have this discussion with you guys so that lahat tayo matuto. Or I think I posted some of my answers din dito, but I wanted to make sure na everybody gets to answer this because this is a very kumaga parang dapat nagse-self-reflection kayo with this kind of answer. Because based on your answer, it will tell you whether or not saan kayo currently in life, whether you already have 5 million and this is just another parang bucket for you, or this is like, okay, 50,000 because I'm just starting out. All right. So I want you to, what do you call this? I want you guys to reflect on what your answer will be. Like why pinili ninyo yung, let's say, 50,000 passive as opposed to 5 million. And this is something also na kailangan nyo i-consider. You should consider the risks, the inflation risk, or devaluation or inflation risk. You should also consider your lifestyle. Like, are you living healthy or are you high risk? Are you the type of person who risks, or are you into investments, or wala ba kayong idea? So these things you all need to put into consideration. Don't think about other people first. Think about yourself. And then afterwards, you answer this question. And to me, as a 36-year-old person, ang pinili ko na answer is this one. Pero I would say if I'd be choosing the 50K lifetime passive income because number one, even if I can argue that I can make more than 1%, so 50,000 is 1% of 5 million. So pwede nating isaksak yan sa DeFi Tuna, pwedeng isaksak natin sa iba't ibang, let's say, platforms. But the reason why sinabi ko na 50,000 pesos a month is because baka kasi pag nilagay ko sa mga platforms na yon and biglang pumalya, I chose, let's say, 5 million. Biglang pumalya yon, then it's gonna be 5 million. Alright? So this is the safest answer. Itong si 50,000 a month because it's also a no-risk choice. That's another passive stream which can be used to fund riskier ventures. Let's say nag-end yung month na to and you want to take another risk next month. You know by next month, another 50K is sitting and waiting for you. So if you want to take that and put it into, let's say, futures, blow it all in, hindi mo pa siya na-experience, go ahead and do that, pwede. And you can do that until matuto ka. Alright? Hopefully matuto ka. Pwede kasing ganun eh. Ayun, sabi dito ni Vince. Ni Vic Bar, 50K tapos 500 sa Mexi. Pwede naman, pwede yan. Basta alam mo lang kung paano gumagana yung VAR, di ba? Hindi yan sa pera kasi. Nandyan yan sa skill. So, for the people who would be choosing the 5 million, dalawang category lang yan eh. Number one, people who know where to put the money. And number two, people who don't know how to manage the money and YOLO mabuhay. So parang mas pipiliin nila yung 5 million. So it's either two extremes to it, itong si 5 million. People who knows how to manage well and people who knows how to blow accounts very well as well. So for people who would like to see sustainability, the 50,000 is the best alternative. And this is something that's not talked about a lot of times, the psychological or the security aspect. Because, for example, how many of you experienced, let's say wala kayo 5 million, let's say 100,000 lang, all right, 100,000 and in a month gone. or let's say in just a week or in a day, gone. Have you ever experienced that? Na kaka-top up nyo pa lang. Ako na-experience ko to dati eh. Bumabagsak yung oil nung COVID, top up ako sa credit card ko. Bumili ako ng oil, nileverage ko times 10. Tapos, that was the fastest liquidation ever. As in, within the hour, liquidated ako kaagad. Sabi ko, sheesh, 50,000 or 1,000 USD down the drain within an hour. Well, that was the first liquidation ever that I had. Crazy, no? So, I felt really bad, even if it was just 50,000 and madali lang siya for me na kukunin. Pero sino dito yung naka-experience ng ganun? Yung tipong, like, ito hard-earned money, whether or not it's like 50K, 100K, or like smaller, bigger amount, but sobrang, alam yun, parang biglang nawala. And because of that experience, sobrang na-trigger kayo. Like, hindi nyo siya mapakawalan for, let's say, a day or 2 or 3. I mean, even now, di ba, naalala ko siya. So, what I'm saying here is that these types of decisions, yung mga, for example, if you choose 5 million here, and whether or not you lose it like slowly or in one go, the psychological impact of losing that amount in such a fast or in a slow and painful and excruciating way is so overwhelming, as opposed to losing 50,000 per month, knowing that the next month magre-replenish ulit yun. So, guys, itong number 3, ito yung gusto kong i-drill down sa inyo tonight. Right? We're here for sustainability, and if you want to make trading, investing, like a really good source of income, kasi hindi natin, when we say income, kasi dapat within a year, income ba tayo o hindi. But let me just say that if you want na tumagal dito sa field na to, you want to make sure that your psychology is always intact. You're always doing the right or decisions that will keep you in the game. Because pag na-trigger kayo, and because na-trigger kayo, you're doing bad decisions, you're making really bad choices, makabawi syndrome, gusto nyo bawiin ulit yung talo niyo, so you bet bigger, or you feel you're going to go through a depression phase because hindi nyo mabawi-bawi yung na-loss ninyo, that's gonna put you out of the game. And so, always choose or always decide and factor in the psychological aspect, the psychological stress / pressure that these decisions, these choices are. Lagi niyong isipin yan. Whether you're taking trades, if this goes wrong, what's gonna be the effect? Ganun dapat lagi. Alright? So, reminders lang yun, reminders. Ayan. So, sabi dito ni Miles, psychological pa, matatamaan, matagal na self-care bago makabangon muli. Yes, ayan. So, ganyan talaga. Iba-iba tayo ng recovery period as well. So, giving you lang itong mga ideas na to, and it should be like a self-reflection for everyone. Like, ponder on these things kasi important to eh. Hindi nyo alam, baka mamaya meron kayong isang paldong trade, right? One trade that can bring you a lot of money. And we're expecting that this 2026, again, we're expecting that there's going to be some kind of wealth transfer, either pag bumagsak yung market and then nasakyan mo, or bumabagsak yung market, nasasakyan yan by shorting. I believe it's going to be one of the wild years, itong 2026 going to 2028. So, save your bullets, save your seeds, make sure that you're diversified well enough, make sure that you also have different, anong tawag nito? Parang different instruments, different products that you're getting into and understanding, so that when the time comes that you see opportunities, you would be able to press that buy or that short or long or short button. So here to remind you na prepare. All right, prepare lang lagi kasi hindi natin alam. Ayan. Any questions so far, guys, before we proceed? Sobrang late na lang eh. At saka mga announcements na lang yung sinasabi ko. For people na nag-enroll ng TI recently eh. Anybody here enrolled in TI or anybody here that will be sitting in?
TI
Let me
will
know
be
if you guys
starting
are-
next week. Yun.
Ayan.
TI will be
So-
starting next week. There will be some changes with the schedule, boss. And kasi parang hindi pa yung na post pala natin is merong mga additional pang subject. Yung
Right.
Surprise
Sige,
na lang.
so yes. Ayun, ano lang, make sure na ready kayo. If you have not gotten your roles yet, make sure that you open a ticket and look for Steph, look for Jai, look for anybody in the team that can help you out. And other things na gusto kong i-announce, yung platform is already under testing. So hopefully, may experience yung mga changes very soon. We're gonna give priority to our Eternals as well, so that they'll be able to see and get a feel dun sa mga features natin. But what you're gonna see is a platform where all our material is. So it's gonna be connected to your Discord. So if you purchased, let's say TI, hindi nyo na if you guys decide, okay, I don't want to renew my citizenship, the materials are still gonna be there, all right, for you to read. Kasi nabili nyo na eh. So we're gonna do some changes as well. I'm excited to give you some announcements by next week. But we're having another shuffle sa team. And may mga na-onboard akong may na-onboard akong malupit. Ayan, yun lang masasabi ko na ano naman, well-deserved and kilala nyo naman siya. That will help us with the platform and the development of this. Kasi it's not every day that I'm here and coaches are here. So if you want like a reference point for all the lessons, even yung mga dating lessons that are really important, that are medyo nakakalimutan na yung ibang mga topics na na nasa baol natin or nasa drive natin. We're gonna make that accessible. And may mga changes tayo, like I remember before when we did TI or starting when we did TI online, we had a rule na you can't access certain drive levels until you reach at least 6 months in Trading Republic. And we have good intentions for that. Although we feel like mukhang kailangan na natin tong tanggalin because for customer satisfaction, kasi hindi din namin kaya na parang basically what we want to happen is when you're in Trading Republic, when you're learning the craft, you want to be just focusing on just mastering a few things. Let's say you want to master swing trading, you want to master trend following. You don't want to go and master everything all at once. You can try everything, walang problema, but when we say master, it means that you're dedicating a chunk of your time for that specific style. And we want you to have this kind of parang blueprint in mind so that hindi kayo, like you don't make the mistakes that we did na pinagsabay namin i-master lahat and then later on analysis paralysis yung nangyari, right? So hopefully this platform would be able to help you with that. We're just gonna give you a guide, like ito yung mga lessons na i-take ninyo if you're looking to master this path or this craft. And then if ever man na anong tawag nito, na gusto nyong, let's say, master yung iba, like up to you na if you want to do that. But we want to give you some sort of simple guide na you can follow. And if you want to don't follow the guide, you just want to learn everything because you're a learner, sure, ikaw bahala. We're just gonna give it kind of like that. Ayan. Alala ko yung dati, sir, sa TR, parang anti-sabaw siya. Yes, Joshua. So, and it's really for that. It's really for that reason. We don't want ibigay sa inyo lahat ng information, unlock nyo lahat, just for the sake na baka mamaya hindi nyo na alam kung anong nangyayari, di ba? Kasi the reason why you're enrolling nga in TR, why you got, let's say, Web3 Masterclass, why you got Technical Intensive, is so that you can just focus on that. Like, it's already structured learning. Hindi nyo na kailangan pumunta sa labas na, go to the free, ito, new shiny object, ito new learning, ito new parang mas madaling kumita dito, new ICT concept, yung mga ganito. like nothing wrong against learning these things, but what I'm just advocating is mastery, like sitting down, mastering one thing until you get the mastery of one thing, i-upskill yung sarili mo for the next thing that you want to master. Otherwise, magkakandaletsa-letsa talaga yung trading career ninyo. Because again, mastery takes 5 to 7 years. If you can do it within 3 years, learning one style, one setup, that's pretty good in itself. But usually master over the markets, meaning different cycles, that's gonna take like 5 to 7 years. So numbers or stats don't lie. So again, we're here making sure that you're equipped. We're here so that if may mga problema kayo or you get to have a mental block, we're here to remind you like, hey, it's normal. These are the things that you should do. These are the things that you should avoid. So kind of like we're here to remind you, and we're here to tell you that if we were able to make it, then you can too as well, right? Kung kailangan nyo ng karamay, sure, we'll listen to you as well. But we are here being proactive with our accountability as well. So ayun lang, just wanted to see these things because important na somebody tell you, I'm not here to like baby talk you and tell you everything's gonna be fine. I'm here to tell you that 85 to 95% of people will lose, and probably more than half of you will not be here for the next 2 to 3 years and probably doing something else and being successful in that craft. But I'm also here to tell you that if you stick long enough and survive your learning curve, this market is gonna be kind of like an ATM for you. And kahit saang country ka pumunta, kikita ka. So, any other announcements before we end this session? May na-miss ba ako? Jai, ano ba tayong na-miss?
I think so far, boss, wala. Pero we'll see next week since we're going to have a lot of things to discuss this week as a team.
Right.
And ayun. So, abangan nyo next week, guys, if
Sige.
there will be updates and exciting news ahead.
Right.
Yun lang.
Sige,
Thank you for
sige.
coming.
Alright. Thanks, Jai. So, anything else before we end? Yan, meron ng mga learning path. Yes, Paul. We are gonna be having free and paid stuff. So, we paid a lot of money for this. So, hopefully, magiging okay na siya. Like, hindi na tayo masyadong we can lower prices now. And make sure that we can provide better services na hindi na focus dun sa platform na binubuo. Grabe, millions din yung nagasta natin dito, no? But yeah, hopefully it's worth it. Cross fingers talaga. I think other things that we are planning to continue, other than the webinars that you will be expecting for other markets and for different strategies, so wait for the potential meetup this month. Tingnan namin kung kaya. If not, then we'll have it next month. But we'll try this January, kahit yung mga small meetups lang muna. Again, it doesn't have to be like one-time, big-time meetup. Kahit yung mga small meetups lang, we'll try to get those back. So, ayun lang. Hopefully you learned in today's session. Again, please stay safe kasi but also be cautiously bullish. Alright, cautiously bullish. Sobrang gandang way of saying things. Bullish, pero cautious lang. Ingat lang kasi hindi natin alam, baka mamaya topakin ulit tong sa market. Alright, I think that's it. Thank you very much everyone for attending our Monday Market Updates. See you guys in the next episode.
Bye, guys!
Pahabol. Bye-bye. If you're still listening, yung habits ninyo, please don't forget to do it kasi it's the start of the year, sayang yung energy na hindi nyo magamit. Ano ba yung habits
No,
nyo?
guys,
Ako, teka, check ko lang.
habang
Very
boosted
second.
pa yung inyong New Year's
Yung energies ninyo. Yes.
And I think one of the best advice that I can give, boss, since we've done it before, to start small. And then from there, make it consistent first. After a month, add another after a month. Or maybe after a week, if that's how fast you can get your Pero for me, after a month, add. After a month, add. If that's something that would help you. Yun lang.
Yeah.
Kasi hirap pag
Ito-
inad nyo isang bagsakan.
Oo nga
Consistency
eh.
is better than intensity, guys. Remember.
Ako, ito pa hindi ko nagagawa.
Amin pa po.
Ito guys, kahit simple lang. Yeah. Sa one hindi ko na sinama eh. Pero dito pa, meron pa akong dalawa eh, na hindi na check. But so far, so good
Nag-add kayo
tayo.
ng comment, boss.
Yeah, yung weight ko eh, I'm tracking my weight. So,
Oh, nice.
ano siya eh, parang grateful, I wake up in the morning, make sure that I pray to, like, just pray a grateful prayer, and then I weigh myself, and then I wash my face, make sure na kahit konti fresh, kasi usually naliligo ako sa gabi eh. So, wash up lang. And then, devotions or sermon. And then I have 2 workouts. So, ito yung dinodouble time ko lagi because the first one na workout, ito yung, like, sedentary yung life ko for 2 decades or 3 decades na, no? So sabi ko, hindi pwedeng ganito, baka mamaya umatay ako ng maaga. And, you know, my family needs me. So, I need to work on my body. So, there's 2, ginagawa ko ngayon is, every after kumain, maglalakad ako for at least 10 minutes. And 10 minutes yung requirement. I don't put it into let's say, kailangan 31 hour, ganyan. It's achievable, small lang. Hanggang sa maging habit lang talaga siya. That's really my objective. So, this one is kind of like that. And then, workout as in workout din. Or rest. May rest din dito eh. Pero kung hindi man, yung pinaka-minimum ko is, I just need to make sure that I do 5,000 steps a day. That's it. And then, so basically you have, you're improving your relationship with God, improving your body, improving relationship with the people around you, like my wife and Mr. Things. Make sure na hindi ako puro markets. Yung learning kasi meron na rin ako eh. Learning at saka crypto hindi ko na kailangan i-add dito kasi habit na siya. But ito yung mga parang commitment ko na visible. Like nakikita niyo ako, GM check. Or dun sa work chat natin, di ba? Like GM check, all chat GM check then. That's me letting people know, hey, I'm available. Or I'm just here, I'm present. Ganyan. I'm reading a lot of sa chats, ganyan. Even sa, ang daming chat kasi, grabe, if I open my Facebook, minsan hindi ako nakaka-chat ng isang araw, tambak talaga yung inbox ko. So, I'm gonna add probably more habit chains, but after siguro ito magawa ko. Kasi ito gusto ko habit chain. Ito 3 habits na to na na nagawa ko. So na siya. Itong wash kasi tsaka itong wash very important. Ito yung hindi ko pa grateful the way ito okay na to eh. The devotion sermon, this one I need to make sure na mas talaga ako dito. Like chain na siya, hindi na siya yung isa lang. And then, of course, the workout. Kaya 2. Ikaw ba, Jai? Nakita ko, marami din. We're following your template eh. So, good. Butin na lang
Yes,
nag-request ako ng 1 month, ng per month na template.
Oo nga, boss. Actually, nag-create ako ng monthly. For that, kasi if they will add another dun sa ginawa ko, kailangan nilang baguhin yung formula. So, if they're not familiar with Notion, I created naman weekly where they don't have to change anything para, alam mo yun, magamit pa rin nila kahit na hindi sila familiar sa Notion. Tapos, weekly lang nga lang sila magta-track. Ayun.
Yeah. Sige.
Pero, well,
Okay. Yung mga okay, nakita ko yung mga changes, okay naman. Like, sa akin, what's important is that we just have this. Tsaka, sundan with the new year. Kasi, new energy yan eh. Kumbaga parang,
Agree, boss.
sabayan lang yung fresh. There's just something about it. Like, I wanted to write about the psychological effect of starting things every week. Like, Mondays or start of, let's say, the new year. Meron talagang psychological effect eh. So, sasabayan natin with the community. I mean, we can do it silently, but why not do it with the community, right? Since
Yes.
parang hindi ko naman require sa Pathfinders, pero I wanted to start with ourselves first kasi we can't really lead others if we can't lead ourselves, diba? So start with us and then start with masterclass as well, yung mga committed. And then afterwards, basically people who are just wanting to commit, lilitaw naman yung mga high performers. Ayan, si Sean, lagi, di ba, GM? Lagi ko itong nakita si Sean sa mga memes niya. Ang funny talaga. Taguro memes eh. Ang funny. Pero yeah. Classic. Anyways, see you guys. Thank you for coming at saka sa mga commentaries natin. We're gonna have more commentaries soon. Excited ako dito eh. Pagka simulan natin yung project na yun with Rick. Anyways. Ayun lang. Thank you everyone. Have a nice evening. See you in the chats.
Thank you guys. Have a great
Paramdam
week.
kayo guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. God bless, boss.